Tell us briefly exactly what you guys have planned for the special session.
What we have planned for special session is overriding a lot of Charlie Crist vetoes. A lot of good public policy that are unfortunately overridden or vetoed by the governor, and what we want to do is override those vetoes. Republicans and Democrats alike believe that this was a wrong decision by Governor Crist, and we want to put this good public policy on the books and move towards creating jobs, which is our #1 focus, and that's exactly what we'll do starting tomorrow.
What are some of the bills that he vetoed? That you may
One of the things that strikes me is the agricultural bill. This is where governments wanted to start taxing agricultural land as regular land. That's the wrong thing to do. These are agricultural areas that rely literally on producing food for our state, and when they're put up for sale, they wanted to take away that agricultural exemption. We disagree. We believe strongly in property rights, and this is just one way to stand up for property rights.
What about this controversial ultrasound bill? Are you guys going to be tackling that, or are you going to hold off?
We're going to hold off on that because there's still a lot of questions about it, but I anticipate that going to 3 committees this year, and if they're passed out of those 3 committees, we'll have a floor vote. But it's the right thing to do, especially considering the Nebraska law. We're going to have to look at that area as well because I believe in science, in fact. And we want to make sure whatever decision we make on this, what I would call the pro-life bill, is done in a very thoughtful way, a methodical way, but a final vote is given based on the facts and not a lot of the political or media-related innuendo.
Now, can you give me an update on the proposed immigration bill, or something similar to the Arizona bill, but would be a Florida-type bill?
Well, yes, I believe it should be a Florida-type bill because we're a different state than Arizona. 4 or 5 members have already expressed an interest in filing such a bill. But again, the key here is going through 3 or 4 committees. I think it's important because we want all the facts on the table. We saw what happened with the Arizona law, for example, that a lot of hyperbole and media attention was focused on something that didn't even exist. And I think the more, let's just say, committee reports we have, the more testimony is taken, we'll see that what we will cultivate here in Florida will be one that obeys the law and steps up where Washington, D.C. has clearly failed us.
So it is being actually discussed as far as the bill.
Well, yeah, not just discussed. I think what's important is that we have senators who want to pursue this, and I want to pursue it because, again, when Washington, D.C. fails, it's the most appropriate thing for the states to step up and do the right thing and base it on fact. I mean, I've heard all kinds of things, racial profiling, this, that, and the other. Let's just have a law that works for folks and make sure that people who actually obey the law and want to become American citizens aren't, let's just say, cut in line on by others. Now, this is a decision that's all about national security. It's about the basic idea of following the rule of law. And when people bring up issues like Arizona and try to throw a lot of political spin on it, it doesn't work here in Florida. And that's why after 3 or 4 committee meetings, I anticipate the facts to be exposed, and we'll pass a law that works for Florida, and will probably be very similar to the Arizona law that we have currently in Arizona.